The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
The time came for Elizabeth to have her child, and she gave birth to a son. And when her neighbors and relations heard that the Lord had shown her so great a kindness, they shared her joy. Now, on the 8th day, they came to circumcise the child. They were going to call him Zechariah after his father. But his mother spoke up. "No," she said, "he is to be called John." They said to her, "But no one in your family has that name," and made signs to his father to find out what he wanted him called. The father asked for a writing tablet and wrote, "His name is John." And they were all astonished. At that instant, his power of speech returned, and he spoke and praised God. All the neighbors were filled with awe, and the whole affair was talked about throughout the hill country of Judea. All those who heard of it treasured it in their hearts. What will this child turn out to be? They wondered. And indeed, the hand of the Lord was with him. The child grew up, and his spirit matured. And he lived out in the wilderness until the day he appeared openly to Israel. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ.
Happy feast day, sisters and brothers. Today, as we reflect the solemnity of St. John the Baptist, we reflect about three things. First, the birth of John and our birth also. We all know that the birth of John the Baptist is not just an accident. It is in the plan of God. And our birth also is not just a random event, but in God's plan and purpose. Just like what the psalmist mentioned today, "For it was God, it was you who created my being. We were also knit and formed in our mother's womb to be the Lord's servant, to receive and radiate the light and receive His salvation and announce it to others." Our birth, like the John the Baptist, have a purpose. Secondly, John's whole life is in relationship with Jesus. If we recall, from the womb, John the Baptist rejoiced in the presence of Jesus. His birth was a precursor to the nativity of Jesus. The teaching of John the Baptist was a preparation for the ministry of Jesus. And the baptizing of John the Baptist was a sign of the baptism of Jesus that would establish. And so therefore, our life, just like the life of John the Baptist, must also be in relationship with Jesus daily, the way we think and the way we act. Lastly, the life of John the Baptist is a testimony to the truth, a testimony to Jesus. He was imprisoned and eventually martyred because of his testimony to the truth. Like John the Baptist, we are also called to testify to the truth by what? But faithfully living our Christian life. Amen.